Hello and welcome back, finally, after a long while, on this Twitch channel actually. It really has been a while since I've been streaming on this Twitch channel for multiple reasons. This is not showing me that this is online. Come on. Yeah, okay. It's working. Just double checking, just testing. It's been a while since I streamed on this channel. Last time was like with the collab of I know, for Titan Quest. We already talked a bit about as to why I've a bit of why I've had a bit of problems with my setup and all. So to catch it up, I had a problem that my old PC was gone. I was using my gaming tablet, which I used for also for Creme Fantasy streams, as like a 2-string setup, so it can like balance the load between 2 systems. But my main desktop PC died, primarily because of the liquid cooler, the pump dying, and since it was like an OEM rebuild PC, you can't really find the same cooler anymore. You're also quite limited since this was like an OEM thing and such, and I intended to upgrade in in this or next year anyway, so I just thought about it, so okay, let's take this chance. It may not be perfect financially, but we're just gonna upgrade, move to a new system, massive pre-built system, which I've built now. It's running since like a week now. Got a bit of trouble, especially since this was like my first home build, but it's working fine now. This is also what we're streaming from. We are on my new PC right now. Already did like a YouTube stream, it worked perfectly fine. I think the Twitch streams should also work fine for now. I'm not seeing any issues so far. So yeah, just so you know, I also will eventually have to update the stream, like the panel of my, we have like written down of all what's in my setup. That's not accurate anymore. I just remembered now that I maybe actually should like edit that panel underneath the stream. They're more up to date on what I'm actually currently running on, for those who want to know. Other rings though, it's not the only reason I've not been streaming as actively. I did move, you also know about that, and still doing some renovations works, and had also a lot of like guests and people around the house lately, so I just didn't have as much time, especially not like time for myself where I know I won't be buffered for like a few hours where I can like also like stream. So when I got like at least some bit of time, or no, I can at least do a bit of stuff, I prefer doing offline recordings. So I primarily recorded stuff offline, which is also the case for Star Rail. If you're like European wanna know, we are like on the new version already. We weren't finished with the last story part in the last version. I did finish that. Just barely, but I did finish all of that in time before the like, new update rolled around with all the events and especially as well. Go to my YouTube VOD channel, you can find it there. It was an offline recording, but I uploaded it as like a normal video. It should be finding it there. If you're already watching this on like my YouTube VOD channel right now, just go back to like the Star Rail episode before that. There you will see like the offline recorded like second bit of like a second part of the further story from the first first update. So yeah, no need to worry about that. It's there. You didn't miss anything. I mean, you may have not watched it for the stream today, so you missed that, but you still can catch up on it. That's what I wanted to say. I will try to stream more regularly now again, be it Star Rail and Honkai Back Third, or Collapse of Anna, though there was other troubles with that. But yeah, you will get back to all of that stuff. But for now, in Forest Storyline, I also noticed already, okay, yeah, today, actually, there was also like the Honkai Back Third version update is already out, and today the new story part was unlocked because apparently they only just focused at the start of the update with their like Lunar New Year event, like the Chinese New Year event. So yeah, the story came a bit later, which is today. So we will be doing that soon as well, but I planned on doing Star Rail since I wasn't sure when the new story update came out. So we can focus on this one first. To catch those up, we did finish up with the story part. I'm not remembering the names. I'm just really not remembering any names. Actually, though, right, there is one thing I can do. It is like story recap. Yes, let's watch that. So, Mr. Celeste body engaged by entangled by three paths appeared. The memory keeper's a mirror and furious to turn land next to above the trailblaze. Let's just do that to catch you up, because I'm just not remembering names right now. I'm drawing a blank. But landing is not a smooth run. After surviving the crash, the Trailblazer squad meets the local crisis area heroes. Then, the Titans supporting the road are running away, and the land of Furious is covered in scars. In Arkema, the final holy city, the two members of the squad undergo great trials and gain the trust of Agalea, leader of the crisis areas. Facing a threat from beyond the fog, everyone decides to band together to defeat the Strife Titan Negador, which we defeated. And with the story Negador's true form, the group plans to infiltrate castrum gremlins of the past to discover the truth. At the end of the Abyss of Phase, the Trailblazer communes with the Time Titan Oronix and somehow receives a gaze from Foley. With the help of their new friend Mem, everyone pieces together Negador's divinity and obtains the Titan's core flame in the final battle. Alas, the young hero Phylon faces his own trial in the holy vortex of Genesis. Yep, and that's where we ended up. We got Mem, we defeated Negador, Phylon is doing his trial. I actually wanted to check on Phylon now. Also, one thing that happened.
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
Which will also be important. Weld and Himiko. No, not Weld and Himiko. Weld and Sunday went to the space station to communicate with her. Like with the proper D-herder, which actually was doing an experiment which wanted to like reach IX, like the Eon of Erudition, which those two rudely interrupted. I heard that tried to struggle for a bit to not like get distracted, but she gave up in the end. And Himiko went to... Oh, hey Jessica Rimloot. Hello there. And yeah, Himiko tried to nurse March 7th a bit, and she know that March is starting to be like crystallizing the 6th phase eyes again. So let's see how Phylon is doing. And I hope this time around that Nanhanga finally voiced again. I hope he is. Yeah, it is nice to be up to date in that case. And yeah, I had a nice day.
Aglaya, with all due respect, this trial is taking far too long.
I also hope you had a nice day, actually. I mean, I'm not sure how long this took in in-world time, how long Final Trial is taking, but yeah. If you go by IRL time, it was like months. Mm. Ah, 42 days. I think the game is already actually telling me how long it would have been. How did you arrive at that number? Well, also 42, the answer to everything in the universe. Yeah. The death jokes are funny sometimes, but it actually, I do actually wonder if it's like actually the time it took for like 42 like 2 versions. Well, like the next version 2 came out, or if it's just like 42 the answer to everything. Because that's also a dev joke, which devs use a lot in their code. You can, if you look for source code, you can like, especially like in like test code, you often can like find 42 as like a small joke in there for some random test IDs and everything.
What do you think of this, Trinan?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and distant battle cries.
Is it Finon's voice?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to make out clearly. Wait, no!
Lady Trinan.
What's wrong?
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore. There's a sun-like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
It has come to this, after all.
Actually, what are the consequences of losing a trial like this?
What now?
Get ready, my Demos.
Huh. Okay, what's
Plan
going
B.
on?
We pull him out when something goes wrong.
How do you pull him out?
As I promised you, Aglaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. But that's as far as I will go.
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning. All right then. To be as prepared as I can, I hope that the 2 Outlander warriors can also join me.
That might not be a good idea. The core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual. Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave consequences.
It has never bothered us so far. Amazing! When you catching me alive for the first time, yeah. Reasons. I already explained earlier, but yeah, I haven't been as actively streaming as I would have liked to. So that also counts into that. But hey, welcome.
Our 2 distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead, Lord Mighty.
That's fine, we've got this. I know that Hang is not wise. Oh, come on. It's having a pretty good turn, especially with Finest life on the line. Of course, we nameless will do what is necessary. How could we help? Well,
Join me in the trial to look for Finon. And when we do, Aglaya's golden thread will guide us back out. Assuming we survive Nikador's wrath. If something bad were to happen, Casterus, your priority is to ensure the safety of these 2. I can find a way out on my own.
Yes, Lord Mighty.
She doesn't look amused.
Thank you both for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
Go right ahead, Commander.
warrior be safe from harm. When you are ready, I will preside over the ritual on Trinon's behalf.
Alright. Challenge. Oh, we actually can use Mighty for this. Can I check artist character details though? Oh, of course I cannot. I really hate this when the game does this. Wait, who has it removed? Alright. I mean, I'm not sure what Mighty's skill set is built for. I would just stick with the party here, I guess.
Our reinforcements from beyond the sky. Warriors of high esteem. Please close your eyes and hold your breath. They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challengers safe from the devastating rage of strife. They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy. When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Oh, I get a spirit again.
Very well. Come forth then. Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making. Follow me into the mist and flames, and come face to face with the greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart. And with thy strength, banish the darkness, and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on a long journey back home.
Okay, Nigador's like Zol is more accommodating of us coming along than I would have expected, to be honest. I thought this would be a more invasive procedure. What?
What's the matter? Surprised? Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikador's trial.
Yeah, actually, we're on.
I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray he stays safe. Huh. The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh? So, this is what he fears the most.
Can I somehow see his character detail? I hate it as like the game does this. I really hate it. Just even watch his details so I know how he fights at least.
A disaster. So much for the king of those out.
You won't get away, Cragnatsune vermin!
Be on alert. The smell of rust is thick in the air.
Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a tale I boast about at the feast table.
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
I mean, you can see it once you are in the battle, then you can watch the info, like, without any issues. But you have to be in the battle first, but preferably you would like to see it before you go into battle and build your party.
Cragnatsune and Akamans are at war?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse sound better than your name.
Say whatever you like, despicable Akamon.
I think we will, if you want to, you can find it somewhere on Hoyo Lab if we really like try to dig for it, but it's a hassle and it takes a bit.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Cragnatsune spirit always watch over me.
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to die. Very well then. I shall grant you just that.
Is it a win, I guess?
You are... Oh. So the Alpha Brute has found his way here. It's a pity, though. You're too late. You will never stop the Holy City's army. Watch as I make this pathetic warrior of yours the first sacrifice.
Mightimus, my king, avenge me.
Is this?
You're next.
Face your death, cowardly king.
Why is Andrews going to the Titankin?
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nikador's wrath.
So, what abilities do we have, Mighty? HP. HP's Kunst, okay. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, it would be nice if you could have like, if you can like replay through the story missions without like having to restart a new game. So if I just see it right, he's just a plain DPS with HP manipulation mechanics. Alright. So nothing too exciting.
I
really.
always deliver. Open sesame.
Show me your courage.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy. Bending the rules.
Forever do it. Absurd. I know this Akumen. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and twisted being.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can take over this place.
That horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds. This battle cry must have gone to Finon. That's why he lost himself. What a useless fool. It's nothing. Let's go. That voice. Is Cartonis? Not you too, Cartonis.
I mean, I haven't like looked into deeply how much the HP drain affects him, but yeah.
Mighty Mouse you are. Destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take my life, finally?
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where Finon is.
All of this, you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo!
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartonis.
Humiliate me you shall not! Leave! Get out of Okima! Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it! Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone!
This is... Mother Signet? It's here again. I knew it.
I mean, we shouldn't be surprised since we were like dealing with Nikador's core frame, but Mighty is quite affected by all this.
Ha! finally gone mad, despicable vermin have. With your mad king, perish together in that maelstrom of battle!
Enough! Be quiet! You are not at all Cartonis. Look out!
A long narrow shadow pierces through the phantom of Cartonis.
Nice move.
Is it fine on? Oh, no, it's unhung. Wish there was moist. You too. Up against Unhung's apparition this time? I doubt it, but hey.
Wait. He seems calm and composed. Unlike the rest.
Okay. So more, yeah, more of like a risky DPS, but okay. Stay enough to communicate, it seems. Hey, Great Warrior, tell me, what is that thing you said to me before I parted the waters? It's Gay Gorge Waterscape. How am I supposed to remember that?
Parted the waters.
Yeah, just literally my reaction now when I remember that. That's all something weird. Something weird, you would say. Thank God. It wasn't easy, but I finally found you too.
So, you are Don Hung. What did you go through before meeting us?
Just some memories from my past. Nothing worth mentioning. Oh, interesting.
You mean you saw your past too? The trial of strife is a vicious one, all right.
What are you thinking?
This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusions in a bloody battle. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Finon has never met.
That doesn't exactly sound like a bad thing. At least it means that we'll be able to find Finon here.
We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagine it to be. Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source. The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder.
Other thing, I really should check why they actually are not able to get like Don Hung and Nico's voice actor for like at least English voice back.
I agree.
There's been like 3 updates now where they like have no English voice.
Cursed brute. Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikador's trial.
What's wrong with you two? Ah, it's nice, an incarnation of Nikador.
I'm seeing him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strife's bloodlust. The one manipulating this battlefield is Nikador themselves.
My demise. You are a king warrior indeed.
You know me?
I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised about
The
it.
blasphemous prince. Of course I know you. And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a sword master, so we can be done with this farce.
I mean, I've already seen what he can do, so I'm gonna go along with him and say, yeah, he is a poor excuse for a sword master.
No. I applaud your courage and strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and I cannot turn a blind eye to that.
We have to fight to get him, I guess. It's gonna be one fierce battle we won't be able to get out of. Do we want to? What was wrong? So fine and fair to try?
He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart, and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground, and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice.
Okay. Where's that rare battleground?
You wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his. Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instant.
Your opinions are of no interest to me, Mad King. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hands.
His mother is being mentioned an awful lot this time around.
Don't you dare speak of her.
Why not? She challenged the former Cragnatsune king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to protect your dignity. Are you?
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about her past? Enough of this nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon as the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift end to this!
He's letting himself be provoked quite easily.
Your hatred is as clear as day, my Demos. My words must have stung you deeply. But thanks to them, I have also come to realize this is why you killed your father for the throne. Only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory of Cragnatsune live on. This is why you slew the Strife Titan. Only to reject the core flame, letting strife continue instead. Oh, child abandoned by fate, show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flames of your very own destiny.
I really need to just an auto detection for that.
I will rip your chest apart, Titan. In the same way I ripped apart that former king.
I see you wish to repeat these. Come at me then. Ignite the flames of your fears and step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of strife and consume me. Or lose yourself in the fight and watch your defeated corpse burn to ash. But remember this. The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. Very great.
For how long does he plan to ramble on?
Moment of ascension. To you, the successor of Cragnatsune. White-Haired warrior knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, Maidamos? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you are worthy of this power.
Oh, he's getting buffed. Interesting. It's like typical anime moment. The bad guy is just talking on for like hours, where you could have just like easily started a fight and killed like most of the guys by this point anyway. Just
Mournful cries. Miserable wails.
There's no doubt.
Kings of Cremnos. This is the power you desire?
Misery.
Use all your might.
Sure, I'll play along.
In the name of fairness, I grant you the blood of strife.
Let this place witness glory. This raging power. I can hardly contain it.
Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Who's the little backstabber?
Watch your head.
Open sesame. Watch it crumble. Give an inch and they'll take
Ja.
a mile.
Hör das die gestopte Damage da auch.
Forever doomed. Dying now accepts your punishment. Through my blood.
Okay. I sound so.
It's on me.
Forever doomed.
Is he in like a berserk state now where I can't really control him or what? Oh, interesting.
Expand your thinking.
In fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Cremnos.
Yep. Okay, I can't control him anymore. Interesting. Oh, that's not good.
We? There's no backing out now. For me or you. Self-inflicted misery. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Forever doomed.
Hedge your bets.
I'm not sure if I actually like that mechanic of him.
Found you.
Okay. Sometime later.
I did my best.
Yeah. Combat-wise, like gameplay-wise, Berserk status can be helpful, but usually I do not prefer it. Also, I do not quite get why I actually randomly fine on just attack us there right now. That just kind of felt really random, but okay. The commander is indeed no place for the weak. Let's just hope the final gets through this.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition. With ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be up and about in no time.
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Finon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the Black Tide.
In all likelihood.
So probably most of the time the place we were in, like the illusion, didn't look like Orgrimmar to Finon, I would guess. Is the Black Tide really that scary? Since coming to Amphorius, I've heard many talking about this so-called Black Tide. Could you tell us more about it?
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Amphorius to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the 3 Titans of Calamity.
Okay.
Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide.
Not gonna lie, this whole thing is actually kind of similar to what's happening in Honkai Impact Third Part 2, at least from like the main story concepts.
Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
According to Naias, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of Calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the Black Tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Finon threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
So, Aglaya, what should we do now?
I mean, yeah, but that was also, yeah, because of the situation she was in there. There she was being more that cold because she was playing from the background and had like to deal with all the other leaders of Hakama, which seemed to get in her way more often than she could count. So yeah, it's not surprising that she is more friendly with the other crisis heroes.
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Krymnos, Mighty, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seed of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
I would see this change of tone just more like her changing it with like the people she's around. Okay, right, we have chambers. Also, I do wonder, will we see like more PoE stuff from outside of Forest this time around, or will it just like, again, just come towards the end of this story arc? Which is really primarily put it to the reason that she starts more friendly with the crisis heirs and us now, since we have at least proved us more trustworthy, so she's also not as cold around us anymore. I would see it more as a thing like that. Personally, that's how I interpret it. And I speak a thing of unknown origin. What comes to your mind when you put these keywords together? Hello, I find a cosmic mega octopus. Not gonna lie, in the world of Honkai, I wouldn't be surprised if it would be that as well. I mean, it could be an ear and it could be a Stellaron. I'm guessing it's more of a Stellaron thing again. But knowing the whole universe, it could be like a lot of things, to be honest. That's right. If we think about the various characters in Furious, an isolated world of eternal night, being surrounded by an unknown power, we cannot discount this possibility. That would be my Star Rail theory. If I would go by here, Honkai Impact Third stuff, I would actually have another theory on what's going on, but hey. It's been bothering me for a while now. Everything we have seen thus far suggests that Furious was always isolated from the rest of the universe. Be it the birth of the Titans or the encroaching Black Tide, none of these can be explained as a natural progression of civilization. There must be other reason for its current state of isolation. It's just, if the cancer of all worlds is truly the culprit, then should have observed some phenomena, explicit or otherwise, but that isn't the case. My guess it will be. My guess is actually it's like something to do with Sea of Quanta stuff, which is a concept that hasn't been that much explored in Star Rail yet. What's that, Stellaron, huh? That's what I was thinking too. From past experience, the Stellaron within you should be able to resonate with other Stellarons, but we haven't encountered anything like that here. Have you ever really like properly resonated with other Stellarons in the past? It always like think this is always a side thing. But hey. Yeah. The Sea of Quanta is still a thing, even in Star Rail. Even if Star Rail doesn't call it out like that. So yeah, I'm imagining it's more having to do with like something Sea of Quanta related. Because it fits that kind of scenario a bit more. Like when you consider how bubble worlds work in Honkai Star Rail. It's really kind of similar to that. Oh, there's several other unanswered questions too. My gut feeling is that things here are not as simple as they seem. I mean, I kind of have it already. I think they're trying to make the Memoria something similar to that. Like this whole Memoria thing. Because mechanically wise and concept wise it works really similar. Furthermore, what happened in Penacony also proved that the appearance of a world may not necessarily be due to the influence of just one path. It could be an all-star cast, yeah, it could be. In another sense, it's Penacony all over again. For now, let's just take things as they come. The Black Tide could be a good starting point. Since Nikedor has fallen, those who were suppressed by them no doubt begin to counterattack now. It seems our trail-based expedition is growing in significance. Oh, we're switching to Mighty's PoE. Alright. On the other side of the Memorial Palace.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago?
I'm not worrying about him.
Oh, alright. You're a little quiet, though.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
It's alright. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, Dee, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nikedor's trial?
Are you referring something to what we've seen as well, or which we haven't been shown?
Something that terrifies me. Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Cragnatsune language.
Okay, I think we haven't been shown something. Maybe I see.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
What do you mean?
Aglaya knew that Phynon might fall, and she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
I mean, probably not plan A, but plan B or plan C, I would imagine. Aglaya seems to be the type of person who makes like a lot of like fallback plans in case something goes wrong.
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. The downfall of Strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses. If Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be dire.
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Cremnoans.
Okay. What's you fearing then?
Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long. I promise.
Ah, I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual.
I mean, fair enough. Considering Aglaya's powers and what other character they're actually quite similar to, yeah, I'm not surprised if this was playing from the beginning.
Your people, they have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
I once was. But Lady Trebios, therein lies my deepest fear. We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
Dee? Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look.
Okay.
The billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland.
Why are these doors always taking so
Children
long
left
to open?
unattended by their parents? That's not safe.
To be honest, I don't have like children running around on their own all the time here. They don't really stand out to me
Shouldn't run
personally.
around in here, kids.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince! Are you also here for a bath?
I want to hear stories about what feats on the battlefield.
The Crown Prince. Are you Kremnoans?
I mean, yeah, I've always thought it weird that Finon is supposed to take the core flame of Strife in particular. It doesn't really fit Finon. Especially not with the whole deliverer shtick. This whole deliverer aspect has probably a bit more deeper meaning. Which is quite heavily referencing Honkai Victor. Yeah, I could imagine it being a way to like force Mighty into taking this Drive Core Flame because it just would fit him a lot more.
Yeah, we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway. My dad is a Centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade. We used to get tons of silver coins from Mr. Crateros.
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Achaemen.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Crateros.
That old man can be such a child sometimes. Do you know where Crateros is? I happen to be looking for him.
But not gonna lie, I actually haven't thought about which Titan would fit Finon more. But I actually have to think about that.
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get lost while trying to find us?
No way! Mr. Crateros is a member of the Royal Wing Elites. He's the best at hunting down enemies. He was counting near Verax Leo when we went to hide. I thought about taking a peek, but who knows if it might be a trap he set.
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, Which Varix Leo was he with?
It's, just take a few turns after you go out from here. It's close to the bats.
What an accurate... What an accurate description of where to go. Just a few turns.
Alright.
Very precise.
You should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nikador's core flame. Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Achaemenids. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others. You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
I mean, we're talking to kids. What are we expecting?
Because this place is definitely not home. Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are bored to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Amphorius. No one can defeat them.
The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Kremnoans, they shun us. We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
That time has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos. Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Can you uphold that promise, Almighty?
Yes, Your Highness!
Would he? I feel like his temperament could get in his way if he actually had to parent children.
The future of Kremnos. I should find Krateros.
I also feel like he has like more of a short fuse, and that's not preferable when you have children, to be honest.
There he is.
Rat! Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos.
Get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything to us.
Out of my way, lackeys of the Council.
The Civil Guard of Akama is on official duty. Please keep out of this area.
You're not really sounding confident here.
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'll allow you to pass this time, but just this once.
They were intimidated really easily.
So, you think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo in Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall? I don't know, my lord. How did it come to be? Let me enlighten you. A long time ago, the founder of Castrum Kremnos led a group of warriors to hunt down a lion on the outskirts of the city of Tritos. That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around Akama. But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward. and brought it down within the blink of an eye, shattering its knees with a single strike. And then...
This sounds made up.
Why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet.
It's your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Please, go on.
This conversation between us two just is weird.
Well, well, if it isn't Lord Mighty. It's been a while.
Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Cradaros. My esteemed teacher.
Let's talk somewhere else, Mighty Mos. I'm tired of speaking with this silly lion.
What about the Council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried.
We already noticed that, yeah.
They can follow us if they want to. Let's go.
Wait, so how in the world did Chrysia's Leo get mounted on the wall?
The same way you did, probably.
Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Hey, old man, how dare you?
Which is like how they
Calm
keep
down.
talking shit about us too.
Calm down.
Don't fall behind now. Unless you want to upset our friends here.
Come on, Oma, faster.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
We're almost there.
Where do you want to go?
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Shall we, sir?
Let's do it.
Are you gonna throw them over the balcony?
What are you up to?
Someone help me!
We're doing just a lame thing and hit him.
Some privacy at last. So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old man's counsel?
I came to discuss the future of the Cremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power. Is this true?
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
I mean, they're kind of right on point.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos and forsaking your people.
Kind of.
The divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time. If they ever learn that the Crown Prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down, think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Marty Mos.
Okay, they're really bringing up his mother a lot, so... I guess this fear has something to do with his murder.
You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes, to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
Are you trying to shame me, Mighty Mos? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
That was merely the final outcome.
Huh? I'm confused.
You still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return. This is the creed of every Cremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even an infant knows that much. I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Cremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, do not fault me for withholding my loyalty, Mighty Mos.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But it appears this is not the right time yet.
I'm with Mighty here, by the way. I don't think it is cool if like it's the whole like the one thing which keeps the civilization going is like strife and bloodshed. I feel like it's not, not a thing a civilization should live by.
Go, Mighty. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one can deter you once you've made up your mind. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey. Especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
Eurupon, the boy did nothing wrong!
Oh, this is like a flashback.
This is murder! Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
Okay.
Enough! My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. We must save Castrum Kremnos.
Don't be absurd! Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos? You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. Our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Do I understand it correctly? Did Mighty's father try to kill him? As a baby?
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne.
Okay. No wonder that Mighty is totally not cool with the traditions.
As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphorius.
Ah, enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed, starting with this child. With these blood-stained hands, I will end it all.
Your failure is inevitable, Eurupon. You are just a coward who who can only raise his blade against his own child! Royal Wing elites and Ephors of Kremnos! You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold! If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
I find it interesting that I can't build sympathies for either his mother or his father. listening to them both talk like this.
Does anyone else have any objections? If so, come forward with your spear and prove your mettle.
Understood.
5, 4, 3. No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your courage? 2, 1.
Wait, why wants to capture crowds for like if you were talking when it was the baby, when it was Mighty as a baby crying?
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent, the decision is final. With all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen heroes. May fate and the gods await your arrival, my son. My Deimos.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
With the Blade of Fury above us and the Council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos. O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
I'm watching this conversation just like in my head, it's like, this is so stupid. Like the whole thing is so stupid from to begin with.
My Deimos, my son, they all tell me to forget. But how could I ever, the son of Gorgo, will be crowned in blood? If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
The mother roared in anger. Gamis remains silence. Only cries and the waves of the Sea of Souls echoed. Now you're in a private bath chamber. Isn't it better with Nigadur? You haven't slept so soundly in ages. Even if death itself came to rouse you, you'll probably be torn at a safe slumber because the bed is warm. That's a stupid answer to the question, but okay. With a chill from the River of Souls wafted by, the sensation hauntingly familiar could have surely been at your door. I mean, if it's Casterus, yes. Best to she's way too close. Best to open your eyes just in case.
Mister, you're awake.
But hey, my Casterus guess was right. Yeah, no wonder I found a trail.
Is the room too cold?
If it is Casterus, then yes, and yes.
I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby.
And nearby was like hovering right over our face as we slept. Okay.
I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Dan Hong. and wishes to present it to you in person.
For saying that she like can't touch people, she's trying to be very close to us, not gonna lie. Yeah, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
I'm glad you're in good spirits. Alright, let's set off.
Oh, we got a new nameless reflection for like the storybook thing. Let's see. Oh, new stories? Tom, are you off reading by yourself? I wanted to. How do you show up? There's a story, there's Mem. Could it be a memory spirit? No, that name's not cute enough. How about Pink Memory Spirit then? Adding pink doesn't really make it much cuter, to be honest. We just closed the book at that comment. Nice. Yeah, the second part to Mighty story. Since which day did he become known as Mighty? His strength rivals all lands, but a man pays it no heed. For only the authority of a king can end another king, and only strife can end strife. The torrent of conquest across the barrens, yet with homeland's blood, it is destined to be stained. None dare to shake his hand in greeting, for his hand burns as the blazing sun, soaked in the might of the flames. What a mighty feat it is, in the aftermath of defeat, the man digs graves for the deceased soldiers, burying thousands with his own hands. In that fight, he crushed all invading blades with his fists. A body immortal may never fall, but tears of pain in his heart still flow.
His years of drifting made him detest water's waves.
They say that is the reason he is so unwilling to weep. But in Idonia's blizzard he once did cry, a tear shed among the storm and frost, that bloomed into a lily stained with blood. Like his undying body, the flower never wilts. In time, the entire world will turn to ash. This holy man shall be the one to leave behind the world's final beauty, though none are willing to believe. Unlike his kin, those patterns are carved with his blood. A matter of suspicious, it stirs the ambition of the mundane.
A blade that can cut through the mighty must be enough to slay gods.
The people to this day still seek it, yet it's simply the tradition he follows closely. Do not let your enemy notice that you're blading, and thus convince them that you're someone unsurpassed, a warrior supreme.
Apart from Cremnos' traditions, what do you have left?
The stories of the past fortress party, apart from the Cremnos tradition, is what you have left, the white-haired friend once asked. The man goes silent and still, his gaze burning into the horizon, looking for a distant past. In his days of wandering, the same question was asked by thousands upon thousands, and he never denied.
That is why I walk on this path.
Alright. I think it's already gonna do this one. Do you know that Agama's full of stories about Mighty Mouse? He's just bursting with tales. Are our princes like that? I'm excited about the cause of immortality. Me too. It's really hard to imagine what an undying body is like. If his arms accidentally fell off, would it become an immortal arm? Fair question, but what does an arm do without, like, the brain to operate it? Sounds like it would make a great weapon. Nah, not really. That sounds terrifying. I'm sorry, I made it up, it's not true. And someone says that his ability is an immortality but defying death. Even if he suffers a fatal wound, he can resist the call of Thanatos and force his way out of the realm of the dead. Now that's an unbelievable kind of power. Still, there really are way too many rumors about Mighty Moth flying around. If they were all true, he wouldn't even have time to eat, would he? I wonder who's spreading all the stories. Shows mysterious, don't you think? And also a lot of characters have been like implying, like among the crisis heirs have been implying that there are like limits to his powers and that he's like slowly getting closer to them. Also, like, it still says you can, like, obtain 2 Eidolons. I already have all of his Remembrance Eidolons. Thank you, game.
The baths are bustling. Now that Nikador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break.
Oh, okay, I'm not allowed to be too fast. Alright, game.
Is that Lady Treby and Lady Trianne?
Only Trina missing.
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then. Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece.
I mean, if it's some kind of mystical artifact, I wouldn't be surprised if it survived after all.
Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad times. Ugh, look at that color and how it glitters in the light. It's exactly as we remember it. I want you by it. If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever. Calm down, Trianne. You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow.
Wait for the follow shadow on one.
Until you're ready?
Welcome, welcome.
No, it's all right. Trianne is just... she'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first.
Also, welcome to the chat. Hello there.
Trianne is just... what? Trianne is super mad, that's what! You've forgotten all about Mama! Mama gave us something just like this before!
Ooh, who's the mama? Oh, I'm doing fine. But getting a bit tired, slowly but surely, due to a busy day, but hey. What about you?
Trianne...
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
I think like they kind of have to, because since they're like connected closely.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
It's so hard to understand what they're thinking sometimes.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Treby and Lady Trianne were discussing just now?
Oh, it's Miss Castoris. It's been a while. Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Marmorial Market, and bought it to use as decoration at my stall.
Okay.
When Lady Treby and Lady Trianne walked by earlier, Lady Trianne happened to catch sight of it, and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown. But Lady Treby believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low.
Even if it's made from glass, yeah, understandable that she would think it's a counterfeit.
For some reason, Lady Trienne became awfully upset after hearing that.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis, it could be worth a small fortune. Miss Casterus, I'm running a business here after all, so...
Are you still running off an what-if assumption here, so you can't raise the price too much, Miss Merchant? Well, thank you. Glad you like it.
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
Guidance, silence, not so fast. I object to this. Objection!
And what might your concerns be, my friend?
Got someone who's trying to rip off a guy's air.
Fine. I'll sell it to you at cost, as a sign of goodwill, Miss Casterus. Just promise to support my business in the future.
Much appreciated. Thanks for helping me out. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle. Had you not been here, I would have been set back plenty.
I can't imagine it.
The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trienne and reminds her of her hometown.
Isn't it just like a ruby?
I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trienne's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, no matter how much Lady Trienne runs around, it won't break easily. Alright, back to business after that little detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaia waiting long enough.
Why do I have to walk with her though? We know where the armor is. Now she's actually probably following me, not to be on the elevator.
It seems your friend arrived before us.
You're finally here, Tamamo.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky.
You are up early, don't you? You would have been too if you hadn't stayed up so late. But what is that you got a good rest?
For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety. To express our gratitude for your kind trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima. This is the dew of divine blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima.
Okay. And you're about to give one of them to us. Curious.
Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky in appreciation of what you have done for us.
So is it just like long-aged whiskey? Or something similar to that. I'm not of drinking age yet. Well, too bad for you, I actually am. Why is there an underrated of this gift? This special gift isn't simply a token of gratitude, though. As would Lady Aglaia.
Very perceptive, Mr. Dunhung. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
I've had due respect to one forging an alliance with the Crisis heirs and brothers and the conflicts of Akuma. I'm sure you can understand where misgivings come from, Lady Aglaia. Right, we need to think about this first. Having said that, Lady Aglaia, please don't misunderstand. We will still do what we can to assist you in the flame chase journey. It's just, I've heard of friction between the Crisis heir and the Council of Akuma. As outsiders, we are wary of getting caught up in this conflict. Also,
wow, Gray and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard.
Oh, who's that? Also, actually, I think we should save this until the moment we can actually, like, bring, like, Welt, Sunday, and Himiko with us.
No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaia's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine.
Oh, who's this? Is she not a Roseo?
Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akuma. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaia would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
Yeah, because I don't have access to emotes yet. You're?
Hyacinth, thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
True, it literally is Pink Barbara. Now that you mention it, yeah.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again. Oh, it's Cassie. Oh, I've missed you.
Is it great thing to me, ugly?
Miss! You can't say that! Lady Aglaia should always be Lady Aglaia.
Shows she's respecting Aglaia more than the others. This girl, she's natural at making friends. Ah, she might have an old friend with pink hair. He's talking about Marge, isn't he? Actually, she's a mix of Barbara and Charlotte.
As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together.
Like she's Barbara with like the color palette of Charlotte and a bit more extroverted like Charlotte is. Since Barbara, personality-wise, is a bit more timid usually. Oh, thank you, Shadow, and please don't advertise your job as an artist. Thank you very much.
Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And oh! It's a rare occasion that Akuma presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaia, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akuma, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
I mean, they actually kind of forced to have an alliance with them anyway. We can't really do much on our own here.
You're mistaken. The capable Lady Aglaia doesn't need my help with things like this.
I see. In that case, we'll accept this gift from Akuma. We welcome the chance to talk with you, Lady Hyacinth.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Yeah, she really gives me a mix of Barbara and Charlotte vibes. Pardon question, but I've been meaning to ask for a while. Micro-expressions, tone of voice, questionnaire, are part of the usual skill set for Aquilus priests. Yeah, you can tell she has a bit more respect to Aglaya than the other classes heirs.
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the new sporists at the Grove of Epiphany, and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard.
Of course she is a nurse.
Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Nikador's attack on Akama, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
Just take the no, Shadowhand. There's just a lot of people trying to do this on here, so just take the no.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away.
Yeah. Kind of. Yep, you know, you should have been named Barbara. That's all your favorites. Thank you, we keep that in mind.
Well, it looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaya.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's already like a Genshin mod where she has like Hyacinth's outfit.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's core flame at the earliest convenience.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaya, you can't be asking me to...
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castris will be accompanying her.
Yeah, this is also what I've been saying. She's like really the mix out of those two, but also personality-wise. She's a bit more outgoing like Charlotte. She's also talking about like all this questionnaire stuff and such, from like Charlotte does like to do interviews. She really is a mix of Barbara and Charlotte in more ways than one. Albedo must have been cooking up in his alchemy pot there, for that to come out.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well, regarding the missing Titan Thanatos.
So this involves Agama's diplomatic affairs. We give you some privacy. Back to bed again. Boring.
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Mr. Trailblazer, why not go with them? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove Grave. I'd be delighted to show you around.
Oh, we are Korea. Okay. I didn't really get it at first. That's good. Getting more insight into the customs and geography of different regions of Emphoris is also part of trailblazing.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you.
Oh, so she can spy on us and what we do?
This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them.
Okay, I just kind of expected it more to be like kind of like an end node of her like silk thread network system, which you carry along so she can spy on it with us.
While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castris knows this too. Make good use of it. Trian is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Okima, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
All right.
I'm glad to be in your company again, mister.
Tell me about a titan known as Thanos.
Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them. And they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them.
From what I could have gathered so far, I think it's something like kind of a twin sister in a sense, or like a split personality, which has been robbed from her.
When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phynon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans. That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth. She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then. The Grove of Epiphany is Akima's partner academy. They look after the core flame of Circes and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey.
Yes, her threats literally are... they're like internet network. She literally is the internet network of Okima. It has not just been mentioned in text, it has been also mentioned in game in one of the cutscenes.
Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
I don't have any more questions, let's go.
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her.
I think it actually was first mentioned when we encountered Trippy and she was talking about the teleslates. That they work like on a network built by Aglaia, which are literally her threats. And we like tuned our phone to work with this network.
Look, there she is! And Lady Trian. But who's that they're looking at?
Someone who passed out?
Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury. Miss Hyacinth, this man was
discovered by Trian! Trian was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Okima for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside.
I mean, yeah. Go out of your own build web and you lose connection. So yeah, that's why I was expecting to do this the raft we got being like connected to that, and we are taking it along just to give her an endpoint towards the academy so she can spy, you could say.
Trian knows the city has good doctors, so Trian brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor.
I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trian. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first. These wounds, they're caused by the Black Tide. This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the Black Tide injured him. Gray, Cassie, and Trian, would you mind making your way to the Grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you.
All right.
As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Trian believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trian! Fly, fly, fly away from Akuma!
She's pretty kind of eager to leave here.
Down this road we go, to the skies we fly, leaving Akuma behind! Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
Let's go. It literally says let's go. Come on, game. I'm using
You
Sentry
might
Gate.
not be aware of this, but using the Sentry Gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trian.
Mm-hmm. Trian promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
Yeah, or maybe I just like know the games too well and like the devs were now so well that I know what they write.
I'm ready too.
Okie dokie. Everybody, let's hold hands.
I know, yeah.
Go!
A lot of times they just like to go with like the simplest answers in most of these cases.
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
I mean, yeah.
Cass memmy memmy mem. Memmy mem mem mem.
Cass is touching my fingers. I want to learn too.
Mem wants to try sewing. Here, why don't you give it a go?
Wait, Castros can understand, ma'am. So you're also a pink Barbara. Or in your case, a black Barbara. How are you two so close already?
Memmy mem mem memmy mem. Memmy memmy mem 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 mem.
Cass and I are now good friends after touring together for so many days.
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable.
I mean, Mem does look really huggable and adorable, not gonna lie.
This is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
Mem 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 memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem.
This shows that I'm learning new things. Once I obtain the memory of poking Wolfeld, will I grow hands that are as pretty as Cass's hands? I kind of downed that. Yeah, that just sounds real.
Memmy mem. Memmy mem 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 mem.
Oh, that's horrible. I can't say that to a girl.
Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem. Memmy mem 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 memmy mem. Memmy memmy mem. Mem 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 mem.
Yeah, I get it. I was just kidding. Anyway, I believe that this trip to the Grove of Epiphany will definitely be a fruitful one.
Memmy mem mem. Mem 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 mem.
I decided, I don't know what to change the week's experience next. Maybe talking properly so this whole mem shtick won't be as annoying anymore. At least it's really annoying if you like want to read out her voice lines and she's like not like properly voiced, I'd say. Transform into a cute girl now. I kinda wanna see that. Well, I heard that up to yell.
Is everybody awake? Little Gray, little Cass, and a little pink puppy?
Why would her first suggestion be that she's a puppy? Except for the tail, she is more like I would more say like a rabbit. Or like Bunny. With a foxtail.
Puppy? Memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem
Puppy? I've become a different species altogether? And yet I thought you just give me a nickname like Little Memmy.
It's already action hour. Lady Trianne, I hope you're well rested. You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Sleep talking? What did Trianne say?
I wanna know too. Probably some lore revelations.
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword, let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Cute.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Please don't make fun of Trianne.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trianne's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest holy maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom.
Okay.
But Trianne can't remember what Mama looked like anymore. Not even in the dream just now.
In that case, I will lend Trianne a hand. But you don't have hands, only paws. Just a figure of speech. I like calling it out anyway. Think about it, there's so many memories scattered all over this world. Surely at least one contains an image of Trianne's mama. Okay, we can add one more word to Mem's dictionary, mem and boom. If I keep a lookout for it while searching for memories along our journey, with Tamamo then can go boom. And not only will Trianne be able to remember what your mama looks like, she will even be able to talk with her, right?
Trianne thinks that's a great idea! Can the pink puppy help Trianne out?
No, she just has to mimic it to make it sound like Kafka's boom. I never promise to stop calling me a pink puppy.
Then I'll call you Little Memmy from now on.
Not like she already said earlier that you should call her Little Memmy, but okay. That's much better. Still, I would like to know what exactly I am. It was just a name I came up with on a whim. That doesn't matter, because I will stick to my word anyway. Now that Trianne has cheered up, shall we get going?
Okie dokie! Trianne remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akama.
Why is this area already giving me like Sumeru vibes? Especially since we also are going to an academy.
If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time!
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to the meeting.
Alright, they just bought this.
Look! A huge tree! It's huge!
I mean, duh, a huge tree is huge. Oh, so majestic. Tamamo haven't captured this moment. Giant tree bowed slightly in the silent forest, tilting and falling into the wilding green waves. A passing breeze rustled through the leaves as it was sighing, softly fading into the lightless ocean above on high. Would Marcel appreciate this sublime scene? We're uncertain. Unhung, perhaps? I mean, yeah. Forest at night. Spirits around. An academy on top of a big tree. Maybe somewhere in Irminsul or like World Tree reference. I wouldn't be surprised. No, every time you encounter a tree as big as this one, it would be a deeply troubling situation. Yeah. Take a photo of this big tree. Sorry, perfect in frame. And I've had to impress this follows the first and reward. Oh, this is a huge tree though.
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Circe's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest. A long time ago, Felicis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trian knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
But is this academy supposed to be this quiet?
Something feels off. The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Circe's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival.
Definitely sus. So, we have no way in?
There should still be a way in. I'm just a little surprised.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
Yeah. I don't think that's the answer. For now, let's look around and see if we can find out what's happened.
This place is too quiet. What in the world is going on?
Trian found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side!
Okay. Alright, is this a nymph? Yeah, it is a nymph.
The entrance on the other side. Where could it be? Wilfrey's eyes are so sharp.
I knew you would find it. The courtyard of Storgi should be just ahead of us.
Oh.
Some guarantee? Release out the 7 sages. Okay.
As I expected, something's not right here.
You know, we're not scholars. Someone should have come forward to receive us by now.
Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet.
That it is indeed. Also, there's a lot of ghosts floating around. I find it interesting that they haven't commented on that yet, to be honest. Maybe something happened.
That's possible.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I would take that as a no.
No one's here.
Really don't know.
I have an idea. Lady Trian, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaia said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not. This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circe's are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests.
Oh,
O Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
What's some kind of ritualistic
This
prayer?
is a proverb that was recorded in the handbook of Nestia's priests. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
But that shouldn't be.
Mem.
And now they're commenting on a ghost. Took you long enough. Everybody look over there. Something's appearing.
Are they white dryad flowers?
Wait, what? We're talking about flowers.
Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
Come on, I want to pick it up. Thank you. Please interact with it. Easy.
Oh.
Come on. I'm even stuck on that crystal. I tried. What a cute name.
No, these aren't white dryads. These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Okay.
Dead me, mem.
Oh, she also can say that. Dead white triad?
Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already died. What you see here are just faint afterimages of their souls.
I mean, shouldn't she then be learning more words from us than when we're talking all the time? Also interesting why her, so far, a dictionary consists out of mem, boom and death. Curious combination.
However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
I mean, haven't we seen them before ever since coming here? Or was it just like a player thing?
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
I feel like it's kind of a bit of a consistency error if you're really supposed to see them now and they've already been seeing them before, though.
Mem, can you read their memories?
Let me try. Mem.
Oh, okay, she's actually really starting to pick up more words. Mem. Hey, don't say it together with me. You're distracting me.
Black cloak, mem, sword.
Oh yeah.
Towards the great tree.
Yes, worse. The dictionary is expanding rapidly. Finally. I mean, all those mem sounds, all the mem sounds are cute, but After a while, they get on my nerves. I guess she is a kid, maybe? That's it. The memories are too faint for me to see anything. I could only vaguely make out these words.
I have a bad feeling about this. The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Oh! Trianne will be on high alert!
Wait, I just repaired that.
The smell of death is becoming more and more intense. There, on the steps.
Ooh, the corruption. Wait, are those? What was it called again?
This looks really scary.
Not Memorias taken. What were they called again? I'm forgetting words. Kind of resistors, or is this a Death Titan's kid?
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves.
Yeah, they look like they look similar to like Mora's drugs.
Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about this? Ma'am!
Also, if that in the background is actually supposed to be the Black Tide, like this corruption thing. Okay, I haven't played CCC, but they're, from what I've seen, they do look similar as well. If that behind us is like the Black Tide stuff, this does look very similar to the corruption of the Sea of Data on Mars in Honkai Back for second chapter, or like part 2. It literally looks like the Sea of Data corruption. I mean, yeah, but she also kind of has similar powers to the Herrscher of Void anyway, so... She literally released a Herrscher of Void copy, not gonna lie. Also, I didn't read out what Mem was saying. Oh wait, the black thing seems to be moving.
The monster is alive! Trianne will protect everybody!
I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, it's confirmed that the devs already confirmed that Tirada is part of the Honkai universe. I just haven't played through Netland yet. Like, I'm not up to date with Genshin's story, with all the Netland part. I'm guessing there have been also like more reveals towards that year, but yeah. I have to catch up on Genshin's story.
Trianne, please hide behind us. Mister, let's do this.
Certain enemies will inflict all units with the corrosion state. Attacking enemies will restore corroded HP. The more target hits, the more is restored. Okay.
As expected. The words black, sword, and cloak.
Don't let me down.
They're talking about the Black Tide.
Be of your body and mind.
Watch your head.
The truth, everything in this world It's bleeding.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
Curious? Endless riddles. Nothing but a point.
Time for a lesson.
Open
I
sesame.
literally didn't get hit with
Glimpse me
corrosion right.
You defeated it! Little Gray! Little Kaz! You're so strong!
Well, duh. These monsters, they aren't supposed to shop here, right?
To think the black tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
I mean, you found a wounded man just outside of the cities, attacked by the black tide, so I would guess so.
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks. But at what price?
At the same time, in Akuma.
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akuma.
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come along while there's something bad going on in the Grove.
Tribi, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from. He is not Akuman. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the Grove.
Of course you would detect it by the glove he is wearing. Of course.
The Grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castris and the rest should have arrived at the Grove by now.
Trianne just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded the Grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do, Aggie?
The Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the Grove to be the first to be impacted, though. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is still there, but...
But... what?
But they can't see for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
I mean, I would guess it is.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the Grove. Oh, and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Doesn't sound like a good character.
Is this a joke as well?
It doesn't sound like that.
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akuma. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akuma's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
You mean...
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
All right. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad news.
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as many survivors as possible.
I mean, so far we haven't seen any, but okay.
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Treeby, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away the Black Tide.
I guess that Anaxa is still alive. If that's true, then there's still hope for everyone else too. Who's this Anaxa anyway? Does everybody seem to have some kind of trust in him? Okay, I kind of made it sound like that she doesn't like Anaxa much. But okay.
How should I put it? Lady Aglaya doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's the impression I got as well. It makes complete sense. Oh, yeah, this is a similar situation before, friends?
Believe me, she is far nicer to the two of you than she is to Anaxa. Despite being a Chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that Titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense. During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the Flame Chase journey.
What actually decides these questions are? And you're still able to conduct research here? Didn't you just say that the Grove is an academy that was established around the Titan?
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Well, looks like Circes must really be open-minded if they're accepting of even this kind of novel idea.
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these Titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our Flame Chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
With the exception of Orynyx, that is. They didn't lend us their power willingly.
Okay. I don't think Orynyx was as reluctant to have as you put it. Or they wouldn't have deemed Tamamo worthy to allow me to journey alongside all of you.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Trian believes Circes will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart. So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trian. It's easy for Trian to look for people because we can fly.
Yes, you can.
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian. The golden thread will be much more effective from up above. Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trian gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trian, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
I wonder how they like see that, because at least to the player there's like no visual indicator of any kind about it.
Okay, we will keep that in mind. Trian was just trying to help.
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trian is a demigod, the most powerful among all of us here. Remember all those brave heroes and the tales you've heard? They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm. In that case, brave Trian shall clear the way for all of you.
Sweet.
Memmy mem memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem.
Hey, Trian is well motivated. I mustn't fall behind.
Mem 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 mem. Mem mem mem.
I use something to help all of my friends that only I have. Onyx's power.
Memmy mem mem mem.
So many monsters.
Memmy mem mem memmy mem. Memmy mem.
Come on. There's like small pixels that we can stuck on because of like people laying
Fine.
there.
Take it and amuse yourself.
Okay. Chester, and I think, yeah. There's like a switch there for us to open the door, probably. Also gotta like look out for like the beetles. Or like the nymphs. A black-colored monster has fallen like a toppled statue, in its body like golden ashes. Perhaps the same substance as the golden blood that is commonly seen in forests.
Memmy mem. Memmy mem. Memmy memmy mem.
That's not good. I didn't see anything. Oh, I was like try and sense that. Did I miss like a trigger part already? Let me double check. No, doesn't look like it. Speaking of a twisted life form, it was once a living soul that could mourn pain, but now it can only turn its head at others until its soul drifts silently out of its shell.
Memmy mem 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 memmy mem.
Maybe this monster will show us some useful memories.
Memmy mem mem mem.
Did it try to sniff out the memories? Sounded like it. I should have got my hopes up. Maybe I missed a puppy after all.
Oh.
What's the lock?
Can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off the black tide.
Flaming Hands charge! Yes, try it, please.
Save your energy. Yanis's power is far stronger than we could ever imagine.
Memmy mem mem memmy mem mem. Memmy mem 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 memmy mem.
Oh, since the store is a creation of the three titans of fate, maybe the eyes of Onyx will find a way to open.
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods?
Whose voice is that?
Memmy!
Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision.
Oh, is that the dude we are looking for?
Memmy!
I guess it's our next.
My name is Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the Newsporists. Before we go any further, rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa.
Okay. She instantly broke rule 1. Next, I'll just stick to Anaxa. No, you can call me.
Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
What a difficult person.
The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted truth. Through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that visitors may learn where their next destination lies.
Okay. So he's an alchemist, like a Beto. Alchemy, can you do that?
Nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my soul is being consumed as the price. In other words, this voice isn't created out of thin air.
The law of equivalent exchange. Well, how is it you can respond to me? I really get echoes of a memory.
That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the scholars have been wiped. But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward the holy city of Akama as we speak.
Oh. Alright.
Only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, Circe's core flame will reach Akama before long. But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the core flame. And our mortal remains. And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
True. It could be from Canria, not gonna lie. He disappeared again. Did he finish what he wanted to say? But if he is Canrian, wouldn't he actually be a Hilichurl now? So yeah.
Mister, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory.
More like a weird memory. I can't what is on a memory.
Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please give me some time.
He said his name is Anaxagoras.
You don't have to take that too seriously. For some reason, he's especially particular about his full name.
You already noticed that, yeah. As spores in alchemy refer to...
Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case refers to the soul. He calls this theory Newsporism.
Okay.
It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself if you're interested. Provided that he is still alive.
I wouldn't be surprised if he would explain it to us anyway for one of his so-called memories. Everyone seems to have been evacuated.
Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the core flame then.
I mean, that's because it can't really be that... It isn't really good news since you know only one of the evacuees actually arrived at Okama, but okay. Perhaps the next did not manage to survive.
I do not wish to consider this possibility. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the core flame, but managed to escape.
Or to go to the luminary throne. The luminary throne? What sort of place is that? Why would there be a throne in an academy?
It is located at the top of the giant tree, and is where Cersei's core flame is kept. According to Anaxa, the core flame should still be there, but making our way there won't be as simple as the professor made it sound.
And why is that? No, well, on the bright side, it sounds like a place that's easy to defend and difficult to attack.
Alright.
Oh. Add alright to the vocabulary. If that's really the case, I think that everyone, including Anaxa, will definitely be alright.
Right. Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way.
Yay, it unlocked the...
Alchemy is truly incredible.
Okay. Where is Early? Huh? Someone here? I just imagine that's singing?
No, you didn't imagine it. I heard it as well. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby. As we are unable to ascertain whether they are friend or foe, we better remain cautious.
Also, why do this chamberlain like now look rather similar to ruins you would find in some marrow? Giant racer glasses in the house, beheld by the 12 constellations. This voice again, this time it's coming from... I have no clue where it's coming from. There's just too much echo in this library. That's why you're supposed to keep quiet in a library. And also, I wasn't the one singing.
Found it. The voice is coming from over there.
Do it right. White riots? Shadows of dead white riots just like before?
No. It seems to be coming from somewhere even further that way.
Okay.
Let's go check it out.
First I want to get a treasure chest over here. Can we repair there? Ah, one of the statues. One little sip, just a tiny taste of this honeydew of knowledge. Oh yeah, why am I reading the notes? Maybe just skip them. Let's do the items go first. Casadas of golden Esther, weaving fates of hearts destined to meet. Fierce beauty in your grace, deepest passion in your heart. It's actually resembling an old man trapped in ropes, as they did in deep meditation. Resembling an old man trapped in ropes, seated in deep meditation, and capable of singing. Talk to statue.
Regardless of what you do, a stone won't be able to speak.
Oh. Oh. Wow, who's there?
Such a lively little bunny. You even smell a little familiar.
See? I told you she looked more similar to the bunny than the puppy. What a good looking ghost. Indeed.
What a smooth-talking child. I'll accept your praise.
Go right ahead.
Who are you? Keep your distance and identify yourself. Otherwise, you'll face the consequences.
The scent of Thanatos. I recognize you. Idonia's renowned goddess of death.
Since you are aware, stop provoking the authority of death. Answer my question.
Baring your fangs at me. How cute. Just call me Calypso. I greet you on behalf of the 7 sages and the litophagists.
I understand what you're saying, but are you a spectre?
Of course not. Just ask the fair lady beside you. She'll definitely know the reason why.
Be careful. Even if the head of the litophagists has never shown their true identity before, we shouldn't trust this person so easily. The weft could not detect her presence just now. That would be out of the ordinary if she were truly a phantom body. But if she is someone who has passed on, I should be able to tell. Let me test her.
Do you mind if I join your private conversation?
That would be rather inappropriate for someone who isn't even willing to reveal their real self. Forget it. However, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully. If you can do so without hesitation, we won't treat you as an enemy for the time being.
A pop quiz? Well, that sparks my interest. Go ahead.
What was the topic for the grand finals of the 752nd Great Debate?
Okay.
Is a flying arrow in motion or at rest?
Who was your representative?
Medea. She went up against Phynon of the New Sporists.
Did Phynon?
Who won?
Nobody won because the 752nd Great Debate never took place.
Okay.
What I just mentioned happened during the previous debate. Phynon emerged victorious and obtained his 10th consecutive debate wreath. Also, to alleviate your worries, I shall provide you with a piece of information that's more valuable than the Great Debate. Anaxa the New Sporist is still alive. I saved him, and he is now recuperating at the Luminary Throne. So, are you satisfied with my answers?
Yeah, how were you able to save him? Now I'm curious about that, actually.
This dumbfounded expression of yours is much more adorable and likable than the previous one. As the saying goes, seeing is believing. Why don't you follow me to the throne and take a look for yourself?
I'll keep my eyes on you at all times.
Oh, that's truly an honor.
If the discussion is over?
As long as we can get the water wheel turning, we'll be able to use it to ascend. So, the solution is to awaken this heart.
Alright. But I think I will actually save this for another time because I'm sounding really tired. And yeah. We don't really continue on with the story in the next stream. I would like to actually see, is anyone online to actually raid? Oh, you're really welcome, Jessica. You're really welcome. Actually, I don't see any of the people I usually follow available to raid. Let's see if I can find anyone interesting. I was about an to actually look for a beautiful raid. I prefer just. It's just preferred usually having one for my followers I can raid. Sure, let's go for a raid. Alright. I was doing alright. And yeah. We will be continuing on with the story next time around, definitely. And yeah, I'm curious where actually this is going with all it's going on with fine on and everything. And also what's actually like going to happen with the rest of the trailblazing crew, which is still outside of Emporius. I'm curious what Rotorda is gonna actually do to help like March with the crystallization into the six-faced eyes. But yeah. Also, I'm glad you enjoyed this stream. I hope the others do as well, or those who are watching the video later on. And with that, be also nice over in the raid. And we will be seeing each other next time. Until then, bye bye.